Hello, my friend. If you watched my video earlier today, thank you so much. I did put up a video for September 3rd for Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty, and I asked people whether they liked the longer form videos or whether they liked the shorter ones. The vast majority of people said the shorter ones, but you wanted them a day ahead. So I'm going to do one better, and I'm going to give you 2 days ahead. So that's what the schedule I'm going to try to keep on with these is to do 2 days ahead for you. So let's go ahead and start with September 4th. We'll do the 4th and the 5th, and then I'll be back to do the 6th and the 7th soon. September 4th, here we go. All right, so first we have the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. Now, I know I've tried this. I know I have, and I honestly can't remember whether I like this mascara or not. So I'm not going to try to make it up and pretend like I remember. I think I remember liking it, but then I kind of think I don't know. So what I did was I looked in the reviews just to save you a little time in case you hadn't clicked on it. The reviews say that it's volumizing, but there are some complaints about smudging, so keep that in mind. Nothing really stood out on the ingredient list. I wish that I remembered when I thought of this, and it's killing me that I don't, but I don't want to give you inaccurate information, so I'm not going to, guess at what I thought of it. Let's go on to the two Peter Thomas Roth products. So we have the Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Serum and then the Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Hydrating Toner Mist. So let's talk about the serum first, which is the more expensive one. This looks incredible. This is a dehydrated person's dream. And I want you to keep in mind that people with oily skin could also have dehydrated skin. When you have dehydrated skin and oily skin, your oil production may increase because your skin doesn't have enough water and your skin's like, I need something to give me lubrication. So it starts producing more oil. So just because you have oily skin doesn't mean you don't have dehydrated skin. So this is a powerhouse of ingredients in here. And what's great is the saccharide isomerate, the sodium hyaluronate, and the sodium PCA all work together to pull water from the top of the product and also from the air. If you have a lot of humidity in your air right now, it's going to be great to use with this product because it's going to pull it into the top layers of your skin. The hydrolyzed silk has water binding properties, so it's going to help hold it into your skin. There's also the algae extract, which is an antioxidant, and the honey extract, which is wound healing. So if you have like cracked skin that may hurt a bit, this is going to be amazing. It's also an antioxidant, and there's tons of other really good ingredients in here, and it's also fragrance free. So yes, if you have dehydrated skin, 100%, I think this looks amazing just from the ingredient list. I am not a cosmetic chemist, but based on my research, this looks really, really good. Now, I can't say that the other one looks as good. It's kind of like the wimpy sibling of the first product. So this is a toner mist. It's a light version of the serum. Plus it has witch hazel water in it, which some people find is something that does not agree with their skin. Now, witch hazel extract is going to be stronger for irritation than a witch hazel water, but I don't know. I've heard a lot of people not, it's either you really like products with witch hazel or you don't. This one is definitely not as intense as the one we talked about a second ago. There are more skin soothing ingredients in this, like the aloe leaf juice and the elderberry fruit extract. Those are really nice for skin soothing. So it's going to give you a little bit of hydration, a little bit of astringent properties, and some calming. So if that sounds good to you, then this may be a product that you want to look into. Now let's go into this kind of mixy one here with a few different brands of products. So we're going to talk about the PMD Personal Microderm Pro first. I've never used a product like this. Honestly, physical exfoliation like this kind of freaks me out. I'm kind of scared of products like this. I am very much a chemical exfoliating kind of person. So the concept of this is that you put one of those exfoliating discs over here. You put one of those inside, and there are different strengths. So some of them are for sensitive skin all the way up to, I've been using this a while and I can handle it skin. I did watch a review of this from Angie from Hot and Flashy, and I definitely suggest that you check out her video. It was very interesting to hear her analysis of it, and she too, even though the product had been sent to her, she still said that she prefers chemical exfoliators overall, but it did have some positives that may be worth it to you. So definitely check out her video. Now, you're not supposed to use this more than once a week, and you do have to buy replacement discs for this. Each disc is supposed to last 3 to 4 uses. You can see that it comes with 2 of each kind of disc, and then you can buy 6 disc packs for $20. So when you find the style that you like, you can buy 6 of them for 20 bucks. Another thing to keep in mind with this is if you are a chemical exfoliator like myself, you use AHAs, BHAs, or even if you're using retinol, they don't recommend you use this product in conjunction with those. That you need to take like a week at least off of those products before you use something like this. This is not something that I'm personally interested in, but if you do like physical exfoliation, I definitely check out Angie's video, and there's a bunch of other reviews as well. Okay, this one, the Flawless by Finish Touch Flawless Beauty Fridge. Some people say that it does increase the shelf life of products, and it also can improve the efficacy of ingredients like vitamin C and vitamin C derivatives. But then some people say that preservatives do a fine enough job of that without being refrigerated. Now, some people also say that extreme temperatures like extreme cold or extreme hot can make the products not work the way that they're supposed to, or it could totally change the consistency of it. So that's a thing. I've also read that putting skincare in the fridge to cool it may help it sink better into your skin, which I thought was interesting. I can imagine that it can only go so far, but if it sinks better into the skin, that's a good thing. I've actually put vitamin C products in my regular refrigerator. If it's like a backup of something and I'm going to be out in a few weeks and I just bought a backup, or if it's a product that got sent to me, or, you know, just something that I purchased and I'm not planning on using it right away, I do put vitamin C products in my regular refrigerator, but I'll need a whole fridge just for vitamin C products. So I'm not interested in this, but there's, you know, if you are interested, I'm sure you can Google it and find more information on it as well. I'm just personally not interested in it. That's just me. All right, Original Makeup Eraser. I know that there's dupes for this product, and I will be honest with you, I have never tried a dupe for the Original Makeup Eraser. I've heard you can use just a regular microfiber towel, but those things feel really weird on my hands, and I don't like that. And these feel really, really good. I really like these. They remove makeup very, very well with just water, warm water. And I will use mine multiple times before I wash it, because I'll use one corner and then I'll use the other corner the next night, and then I'll flip it over and I'll use the other side, both corners. So I get 4 uses out of just one makeup eraser before I have to wash it. And I really love this product. I think it works very, very well, and it makes me very happy. It's really nice also if you have like a cleansing balm and it's not quite taking off all of your makeup and you just need something to just take off the last eye makeup. These things are wonderful. I love them. I don't know what I would do without my makeup eraser, honestly. Like, I love this product. So that does it for September 4th. Let's talk about September 5th. There's only 3 products available on September 5th for 50% off. So this one is a Diamond and Platinum exclusive, and that's the Tarte. You know what I was going to say. I was going to go the Sharp Tape Shape. The Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. They have done a bit as far as improving their shade range on this, which is great that they've improved it. I haven't seen any reviews of this recently as far as in actuality, because sometimes the images online can be deceiving as far as like how inclusive this shade range is at this point. But I do want to talk about my personal experience with this. I find this to be a very intense formula that you only need the tiniest little bit to get some really, really good coverage. It is very, very full coverage. And I personally like my Tarte Shape Tape. The only concern I have is if you have a lot of fine lines under your eyes or wherever you're using this product, it will probably accentuate it, especially if you go in a little too heavy. I think one thing that helps me is using it with a beauty sponge. It kind of shears it out a little bit, blends it out, and I personally really like Tarte Shape Tape. The base of this is silicones, but then after the silicones, we have 7 different types of fragrance that I could count. There might even be other ones that I just don't recognize. That includes unspecified fragrance. So if you are anti-fragrance, if you are concerned about fragrance sensitivity over time, this is not going to be a concealer for you just because there's so many of them in there. Doesn't mean that there's more in here because there's so many, but the more types of fragrance you have in your products, the more likely you're going to become sensitized to one of of them. So at least that's from what I've read. There are some good ingredients in here, like moisturizing stuff like olive oil, shea butter, mango seed butter, sunflower seed oil, really nice stuff in there. But you just kind of have to decide whether this product is right for you. And I know so many of you have already tried this, so feel free to leave your thoughts on this product to help others in the comments down below. All right, now this next product that is not for, it's for everybody, it's not just diamond and platinum, is this glow wand. And I swear, I don't remember this thing launching. Supposedly it launched last December, and I just didn't even, I must have talked about it in What's Up in Makeup, but it just like went over my head. I don't even know. So this is a liquid brightener. So you're supposed to either put it on alone to add a glow, or to add on to whatever concealer you have to brighten your under eye. So one of the things that it touts is that it has diamond powder in it, and it does have diamond powder in it. But honestly, I feel like probably most of the shine, if not all the shine, is probably going to be coming from the mica here. You know, I think that maybe they put, this is my thought, that maybe they put the diamond powder in there just so they could say that the diamond powder was in there, but it's probably the mica that you're seeing with the glow. There's also some really good hydrating and moisturizing ingredients in here: glycerin, propanediol, and squalane. Really nice to see those in here. I didn't note any fragrance in here that I could see, but definitely talk to your allergist if you're allergic, or if you're concerned, talk to your dermatologist. There is a flower in here that I looked up called the Hoya lasunosa flower extract. But you know what's weird about it is it says that it has a brightening effect. It's a flower that brightens. I don't know. I don't really understand, but there's a website called Cosmetics and Toiletries that's a professional website that said that, so I trust them. But apparently it's used in a lot of liquid highlighters, but it's a flower extract. I don't know. I think that's really crazy. So I did watch a review of this from a woman named Savvy, and it was really a great review. I'll link it down below for you. And she really liked it a lot, and it looked gorgeous on her, but she compared it to the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. She said basically if you have that, you don't need this. It's a very similar kind of product. So if you're familiar with that, I think that, you know, she sounded like super legit and knowledgeable as far as what she was talking about. So if you already have the Charlotte Tilbury product, you may not need the glow wand, but I'll link her video down below in case you want to watch it. And then finally, we're going to go into the Tula product. And I don't have a whole lot to say about this, but I do want to mention this is a Brighten Up Smoothing Primer Gel. Now, I have a whole video on primers and how to pick a good primer. It's called Why Your Primer Sucks. I think that's what I called it. And there's really two major types of primers. There's silicone-based primers, and then there's either hydrating / moisturizing primers. This is more of a hydrating primer. In the ingredients, there's quite a few hydrating ingredients with some texture ingredients, and the problem with it though is it has a ton of citrus extracts, a lot, and those are ones that can be very acidic. It can throw off the pH of the product. Maybe it's pH balanced beautifully and it doesn't throw off the pH of this product. There's no real way for us to know, but even just fragrance wise, citrus extracts aren't the best for the skin from what I've read. You know, there's bergamot extract in here. I mean, it's very perfumey in here. There's linalool, citral, limonene. I mean, it's just not good as far as the fragrance. I would probably knock this out based on that. There is turmeric extract. I think I said that right. I always said turmeric, but somebody told me I said it wrong. So I think it's turmeric extract, which might be an antioxidant and skin calming to reduce redness. And they do say this is great for blemish prone skin. So if you do have that, you might like this because it is hydrating and it could calm redness. But all those fragrances, man, that's going to be a no for me. I'm not digging on this one, but I can see the market for this and why some people would really like it. So hopefully I've given you enough information to decide whether this is going to be something that's right for you. So that is it for this video for September 4th and 5th of the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I hope you loved this. So I will plan to be back with another one of these on Saturday to talk about the 6th and the 7th to give you a little bit of time to decide. And don't worry, What's Up in Makeup is coming on Sunday. We are going to have our chat, and I'm looking forward to hanging out with you. So mad love to you, and I will see you in a video very, very soon. Bye. It's weird you can't see me, but I'm waving, but bye.